Welcome to the stories of zeal, inventiveness, and cultural change that is the growth of New York architecture. The skyline of New York is a monument to its rich past, encompassing both tall skyscrapers and colonial colonies. When Dutch immigrants constructed modest wooden houses with steep roofs in what was then known as New Amsterdam in the 17th century, New York's architectural history officially began. Later, the British introduced Georgian-style buildings, like Federal Hall, which have symmetrical facades, red brick exteriors, and grand columns. 19th-century expansion and industrialization. Greek Revival, Gothic Revival, and Italianate styles became popular as the city grew. The famous brownstone townhouses, whose homogeneous exteriors defined communities like Brooklyn Heights and the Upper West Side, rose to prominence in the middle of the 20th century. In the meantime, Soho's unique character comes from the intricate facades built there thanks to the development of cast iron. The birth of skyscrapers late 19th to early 20th century. The skyscraper first appeared in the late 19th century. One of the earliest steel-framed skyscrapers was the Flatiron Building, 1902, which opened the way for architectural wonders such as the Woolworth Building, 1913, popularly known as the Cathedral of Commerce. Art Deco masterpieces from the early 20th century, such as the Chrysler Building, 1930, and the Empire State Building, 1931, were emblems of American prosperity and optimism. Post-war modernism and brutalism mid-20th century. The skyline of New York was altered by modernism following World War II. The international style, sleek glass and steel skyscrapers that prioritized practicality and minimalism was introduced by the Lever House, 1952, and the Seagram Building, 1958. Brutalism was introduced in the 1960s and 1970s, when buildings made of raw concrete, such as the Whitney Museum of American Art, made striking statements. Late 20th to 21st century, postmodernism and the New Age. By the late 20th century, architects were using postmodernism, which combined whimsical forms and historical allusions, to challenge modernist simplicity. Unlike its predecessors, the AT&T Building, 1984, had a top reminiscent of Chippendale. New York is still redefining architecture today with its innovative and sustainable ideas. The Vessel at Hudson Yards, an interactive icon, and the One World Trade Center, 2014, a symbol of resiliency, demonstrate the city's limitless inventiveness. Manhattan at sunset. More than just steel and stone, New York's architecture is a living representation of its people, past, and future. The story of the city's ever-changing skyline is growing together with it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon for new updates.